So this is Dean. He's the production supervisor.
How you doing?
Yeah. Got the labels for drums. Yeah.
So we just got today, well, let's follow, we got the information. Salisbury, go across, the date, Summer Honey 2024, date filled is today. And this honey has just been extracted today then, David?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, we got honey going into the drums now. There we go. That is nice and clean there, David.
Yeah, so
really clean.
So that's coming out nice and clean. Virtually no wax or other bits in it. But we'll go through the whole system.
Yeah. So David's got a New Zealand style extracting system. It's only 2 years old. The year before you installed it, David, is it?
Yeah.
You changed everything now, and here is that well, this is the extracting room then. So it's very simple in design. There's not that many individual bits of kit, but every piece of equipment does a special job, and it does it very effectively and efficiently. So talk us through then, David. So supers come in down the side here.
Bring in the pallet of supers. Put them on these rollers. This is Angie.
Hello.
She's an experienced beekeeper from South Africa.
How are you? You okay?
I'm good. Yeah.
So lots of people work here, David, from different countries as well. It's very multicultural business.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah, because I suppose with beekeeping, UK, we haven't really got that many people experienced in beekeeping. You know, but there's countries out there, maybe in Europe, Africa. Yeah. They've got very New Zealand, yeah, very experienced in beekeeping now. Talk us through this machine anyway. This is something most people wouldn't have seen from the channel.
Yeah, so this is what we use for uncapping, but it's not really uncapping, it's just pricking the combs. So, you know, that's what it does. So this is a New Zealand bit of kit. It's designed for Manuka, really. So Manuka, you've got to agitate it because it's got a gel-like structure, so you've got to agitate it to get it out of the comb. So they use these machines for that, but it's also been found, well, you can actually just use them for all honey because it pricks open the cappings. So you haven't cut the cappings off, we just sort of pricked it. So we're not producing any waste wax. So we can see, you know, the amount of waste wax that comes off. It's hardly anything. And the comb basically just goes through the extractor and goes back on the hive, pretty much the same state or the same shape as it was when it was taken off the hive. So we've got two of these machines, and one person can operate both of them. So while one's doing its cycle, you're loading the next one.
So I suppose that's what you call a needler then, is it?
It's a needler, yeah. And you know, the main advantage of this is we produce far less wax than what we used to produce. We used to produce like a ton or 2 tons of wax a year. Now we're only producing 100 kilos or something. So the bees are not having to make all that wax every year. So instead of putting energy into making wax, they're putting energy into making honey, which is what we want. Salisbury plain honey.
So we're down your line now, so we got honey now uncapped, ready to be spun out. The honey drains out of this, gets piped in, so you're not losing anything.
Yeah. So the extractors we use, so they're the swing basket type extractor. This is a really solid bit of equipment, this one.
So how many frames at a time, David?
How many frames would it be? 32.
32 frame swing basket extractor from New Zealand, and look at the thickness of that steel.
Yeah, it weighs getting on for a ton, so
Almost a ton, just as empty as it is.
yeah. So it's really solid, it doesn't bounce around, you don't have to worry about balancing it. Just kind of deals with that by itself.
Long gone the days of holding the extractor down.
Yes.
This just does it. And
There's a similar one, another New Zealand one, but a smaller one.
so did you buy all this kit at the same time?
No, we started with this one.
So you had this one already?
We had that already, and then we bought the needlers, this extractor, and that centrifuge, all from the same guy, Boutelje.
Yeah.
So that is a sort of a system. But I wanted to, you know, I never really wanted to get one of those automated systems where you sort of put a frame in one end and then it kind of does everything. Operated by computers. And
Yeah, no, I'm the same as well. And I suppose here now you've got the full control. You've got three people working in here now, extracting the honey. There's no downtime. This thing just runs all the time.
Yeah.
And you know, if you want to extract honey faster, you just put more people in here, or you know,
Yeah.
this could be done by one person at the same time as well.
You could do, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's less things to go wrong in this system.
Yeah.
So there are still things that go wrong.
If this breaks, well, this is still working.
Yeah.
And if the needler breaks, you've got two needlers.
But we're not relying on machines, you know, with sensors to operate a sort of production line system. It's done by human eye,
Yeah.
and so we don't make mistakes.
There you go. So that the honey runs down the pipe, gets pumped up.
Comes out of those two extractors. That pump puts it into this tank.
That's a big pump.
That's an old milk pump. It goes into this tank, which is just warming it up a bit.
So it just warms it and
Yeah, not much.
turns it.
To, you know, about 27 degrees or something. And then that goes into another pump there. And that pump feeds this machine, which is a centrifuge. So that's sort of doing basically a centrifugal filter. So it just spins it. All the wax goes to the middle because it's lighter. The honey goes to the outside, and the honey comes out of here.
So basically this filters the honey without the filter.
Yeah.
Just through centrifugal force only.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow, so you got no filters blocking up or anything, and
So this will just go all day, and then at the end of the day, you switch it off, take out a sort of cake of wax. It's stuck in here. There's full of bits in there.
just
This is all wax stuff.
you throw all the wax in together.
That's the stuff that's what comes out of the centrifuge.
Oh,
So
so
it's-
you got like a really clean, compact piece of Cappin's wax,
Yeah,
ready to be melted down into a block.
it's got a bit of honey in it, but not much.
No.
It's mostly wax.
Would you recover what's left out of an happy melter then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will go in an happy melter, and we'll get the last bit of honey out of it.
And nice
Basically,
clean wax.
You know, if you look at the structure of that is just sort of flakes of wax.
Yeah, it is.
So that's, yeah, and for a day's production, which is a couple of tons of honey, you get about a bucket, or less than a bucket, full of that stuff. And
There we go, the honey.
honey that's coming out into there is just clean.
Yeah, look at that. And I'm guessing when the honey hits the top of the barrel, this makes a noise.
Yeah.
Or does it cut the pump off automatically?
And it cuts it off, yeah.
Oh, and cuts it off. So I suppose if you didn't have that, the risk is honey doesn't make a noise when it runs. So you have honey overflowing. So that's a crucial part of the operation, really.
It is really.
Yeah.
Doing a very good job, that little thing.
Yeah, but I mean, look how clean that honey is. I mean,
yeah,
you could bottle that honey, really. You wouldn't have much bit to it. It shows how good that this machine, if you see what make that is. The centrifugal force cleans the honey so well.
That's right, and you know the difference this equipment is made is not so much in the speed of how many boxes we extract per day. We do extract more than what we used to, but not a huge amount more. But the thing is, the products are sort of ready to go. There's clean honey and only a small quantity of wax. So to process that wax won't take very long, and honey doesn't need the processing at all. So that has meant that over the whole year it saves a lot of time.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, look at that. Top grade Salisbury plain honey.
Yeah, you can smell it, can't you?
Yeah, I wish you could smell in here. It just smells, oh, tremendous, tremendous.
Yeah, that's
very, very, very nice setup, David. It's, I mean, just look at the kit. A lot of money is worth invested, but I mean, look at this. People can just work all day, extract honey, and you've got a lovely, clean product, and there's no bottleneck at all. You're not waiting for, you know, this to fill or that to unplug, or I gotta clean this. It just runs. Very, very impressive, David. Very impressive. Let's continue the tour. Now, I don't recognise this extractor, but I recognise that brand. That's Thomas. In France, the brand which we sell and the extracting equipment we've just invested in. And this is a swing basket as well. This was the first one you bought.
Yeah. And it's still going. We've had that for 25 years or something.
Well, look at that for quality. 25 years old swing basket, been operating in a big honey farm, and it's still going 25 years later. Well, that tells you the quality of that machine and why we invested in that ourselves.